Over the last few months, I quietly built a faceless podcast clip page into tens of thousands of followers using nothing but repurposed clips and a few core routines. I'm not talking about hours of finicky editing every day. I mean fast, repeatable processes that actually scale. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I create that style of content, but with a twist. Faster and more reliably using Vizard, an AI tool that automates the boring parts. Everything I cover can still be done on your phone if you want, but Vizard will save you a ton of time and help you post consistently without burning out. Stick around to the end, and I'll share how this strategy impacts monetization and why little touches like captions and a short end slate actually matter for creator programs. First things first, let's talk about the editing software you might be using right now. Back in the day, I used CapCut on my phone, which is free, flexible, and great for one-off edits. But scaling up means manually trimming dozens of clips, syncing captions, and exporting for every platform gets old incredibly fast. That's where Vizard completely changes the game for high-volume content creation. Instead of manually importing, scrubbing, and chopping long videos, Vizard scans the source material, identifies high engagement moments, and produces bite-sized clips automatically. It's not magic that replaces your taste. You still select the tone and the crucial hook, but it removes the repetitive grind so you can focus on strategy. Step 1 is finding the clips and building your essential idea feed for inspiration. Whether you use TikTok's algorithm or just follow creators in your niche, the process is about cultivating a feed of powerful bookmark-worthy moments. My old workflow meant saving a TikTok, finding the original podcast, and using transcripts to jump to the exact line I wanted. Now, with Vizard, you just drop the whole podcast in and ask the AI to surface segments matching keywords or emotional peaks. So instead of spending 15 minutes hunting for that exact line about drive, you have several candidates in under a minute. If you're doing it manually, screen recording the YouTube episode at high quality and ensuring clean audio is your starting point. But that manual route becomes a massive bottleneck if you're aiming for multiple posts per week across different platforms. Vizard accepts long-form uploads, auto-transcribes everything, and provides a searchable timeline. Essentially doing the transcript step for you, but much faster and more organized. Step 2 focuses on choosing the hook because the first 2 seconds on vertical platforms must hit incredibly hard. I always select the most provocative or surprising line available as clip number 1 to grab attention immediately. You can A/B test different takes, and Vizard lets you preview multiple hooks or even auto-generate variations without editing each one by hand. Step 3 is all about cutting the unnecessary fluff and keeping only the core heat of the message. Podcasts are naturally long and meandering, so good clips must be concise and incredibly direct to hold attention. While you still listen through to tighten a pause, the AI proposes initial trims that capture the main point, saving massive time across dozens of episodes. Step 4 involves setting the correct aspect ratio and maintaining visual consistency across your entire feed. For TikTok and Reels, that means setting the format to vertical 9:16, often with black bars top and bottom for a specific look. Vizard's batch crop tools allow you to apply the exact same aspect ratio and framing to a set of clips in a single click, ending tedious individual resizing. Step 5 is making small, consistent visual adjustments that make your channel look immediately polished and professional. I generally drop the brightness a bit, slightly bump the contrast, lower the shadows, and keep saturation muted for that cinematic vibe. Instead of manually applying an adjustment layer to every single clip, you create one style preset in Vizard and apply it to the whole batch. Step 6 addresses the debate between full auto captions or using a single punchy word as a visual anchor in the center. Full captions are great for accessibility and often perform better on Instagram, while a single word can sometimes boost curiosity as people pause to read it. Vizard auto-generates accurate captions and gives you granular control over placement so the text never lands awkwardly right over someone's mouth. Step 7 is selecting the right background sound to give the clip the appropriate emotional feeling or sense of urgency. The music must always sit underneath the voice track, so a good rule is to keep the background bed between -10 and -16 decibels relative to the vocal peaks. Vizard helps by letting you quickly swap out different background tracks and preview exactly how each one affects the overall speech clarity across the clip. Step 8 involves adding a short, subtle branded ending slate, usually about 4 to 7 seconds long. This serves 2 main purposes: giving the viewer a clean takeaway that might increase saves, and helping with originality claims during platform review. Vizard has templates for these end slates that match your visual style, and it can batch append them to every single clip you export. Step 9 covers export settings and an upload strategy that maximizes quality once you leave the editing software. Always export at a high, platform-friendly resolution like 1080 by 1920 at 30 frames per second for vertical video. One crucial trick is to draft the video in the app and intentionally wait a full day before publishing to let the platform fully process the file before it goes live. Step 10 is optimizing your actual text caption. where you want to write short prompts that actively invite comments from your audience. Vizard can even auto-suggest relevant hashtags and caption starters based on the detected clip content, saving you that last annoying manual step. Now for the bonus section on monetization and understanding the concept of qualified views versus just raw impression counts. Understand that some creator programs only pay for views that cross a certain minimum watch time threshold to qualify for revenue sharing. Therefore, optimizing your hook strength and ruthlessly trimming fluff directly increases the percentage of those highly valuable qualified views. That's another area where Vizard provides value, as clips are trimmed specifically to maximize that critical early viewer retention past the 5-second mark. To quickly compare, CapCut is free but slow for scaling, while Premiere is powerful but expensive and definitely not built for fast repurposing workflows. Vizard's sweet spot is combining smart clip selection, accurate captioning, batch styling, and scheduling all within a single integrated platform. The final recap workflow is build your feed, upload to Vizard, preview the suggested clips, tweak the style, balance the audio, add the slate, and then schedule the draft upload. Look, there is still an art to this, picking the right hooks and writing captions that drive engagement, but the tedious execution absolutely doesn't need to slow down your growth. Tools that auto-extract strong moments and maintain branding consistency are a total game changer for any solo creator trying to scale without hiring an editor. If this process sounds useful for avoiding editing burnout, grab an episode, throw it into Vizard, and see how many post-worthy moments you missed when trimming manually. I'll be testing a bunch of different variations over the next few weeks, and I plan to share what the data shows works best in a future video. Go make something that hooks people in 2 seconds and keeps them watching for 20. I'll see you in the next one, where we dive deeper into testing.